Hey everybody, let's take a bump, and I want to talk about something with you that I've been thinking about for a while with pro wrestling, specifically Shota Umino. And you could tell by the title of this video, the Shota Umino problem. It's not saying that Shota Umino is the problem, it's that he's got a problem, and it is the problem that I think he is suffering from. And a lot of people have been criticizing Shota Umino in that he has no personality. I don't think it's as simple as that. I think it goes down to, ultimately, to a different factor, and that is his facial control. Now, what is facial control? It's another way to express yourself, express your character, convey who you are in your facial expression. Now, I'm a fan of Shota Umino in the ring, and I think he's very capable of being a top performer. But he's missing this one crucial thing, and if we compare him to the other three Musketeers in New Japan, Ren Narita and Yota Tsuji, he's the only one lacking this issue, because Yota Tsuji came back to New Japan a star already. He had it all already. Ren Narita, he had a little bit of this issue before he turned heel, and that's kind of helped him get comfortable in his body and his performance. Shota Umino still has this problem, and people chalk him up to just being boring or having no character, nothing like that, just being a copy of Hiroshi Tanahashi. But Hiroshi Tanahashi also did not have this problem. And you look at Hiroshi Tanahashi now, he does not have this problem. If you look at Shota Umino during his entrances, you will notice lacking in facial expression. His walkout is a special case because it's walking through the crowd, something that Jon Moxley did and is almost kind of a heel thing. It's like an intimidation tactic. It's something that is more rock star. Now, Shota Umino does not give off rock star vibe. He's doing the very face thing, which is being a part of the people, being a part of the crowd, handing little trinkets to kids and such. But his face doesn't convey that either. His face, we talk about Hiroshi Tanahashi, he conveys a very a facial expression that conveys a face persona. You know, smiling, bright, compassionate, warm, but also like Superman-esque in how he carries himself. And a lot of that has to do with the face. Sure, it's not the only aspect, but I think that's the biggest thing missing from Shota Umino. He doesn't carry himself like a face or a heel. He's just straight-faced as he's walking through the crowd. He's also not the only one with this issue, and what made me think about this and want to talk about it was watching Marigold, watching TJPW. A lot of the, I don't know if they call them young lions there, but the younger talent who aren't established yet, they're just starting out, they have this issue too, where they look like they're just happy to be there. It could come in the form of being straight-faced, or it could come in the form of just smiling during matches, smiling while you're taking a bump, looking like you're just happy to be there. Yuya Uemura has the same issue as Shota Umino in that he's just straight-faced. He's not delivering any kind of emotion or expression while showing off his character. He's not. And even you saw this a lot in Impact too, not quite TNA yet. In Impact, when Yuya Uemura was on Excursion, it was at its worst there, where he had nothing going on his face, and that is the biggest way to connect with an audience, is with your face and facial expression. You know, the eyes are one of the most important details when you're delivering your character, when you're delivering emotion and expression. I mean, look at some of the people who do it really well. Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens. And it's unfortunate because some of Shota Umino's matches are some of my favorite matches in the past couple of years. His match against Will Ospreay was one of my favorites of all time. I have sat down and shown people that match and the press conference beforehand, just because it was such an incredible match, an incredible feud. You look at Shota Umino in his entrances, promos, and you don't see a top contender. You don't see a main eventer. because there's nothing there. I think there is something with WWE that pushes people into past the happy to be their part. Really hammers in the facial control aspect of being a pro wrestler, being a performer in general, that New Japan, Marigold, TJPW, places where they're more in-ring focused. That's not so much something they hammer home. But I think if Shota Umino were to get there, if he were to establish some facial control and express through his facial expression, then he's got it. Then he can be a top contender. I think that is the only thing that he's missing. That is it. He's got everything else. Let me know what you think, if there's anything else Shota Umino might be missing, or people who suffer from the same issue. Did I open up your eyes to other people who are lacking this issue and may have ruined their matches for you from now on? I really hope I didn't. But leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.